The problem with AEW is everything should matter. If you book everything like it matters, eventually it's going to matter. And I know this because Vince booked everything like it didn't matter, and the thing was collapsing. And then they got his old ass out of there, and Triple H took over, and he books like everything does matter. And lo and behold, it's been like 2 years. This whole thing is completely turned around. It's completely turned around because they book it like everything matters. Tell them that they're paid by a con. Our good buddy Mark is here today. Yeah. This is your favorite show of the year.
Sure.
Yeah, so aren't you excited?
Yes.
Should we talk about Sean's predictions or not?
I picked Charlotte, but the best pick was, of course, Jey Uso.
You said Jimmy's going to win, and me and Vinny both went, Jimmy?
I accidentally said Jimmy, but I meant Jey.
Did you have a pick, Mark?
My only pick was I thought Santino Marella.
Oh, would you get out of here?
Their default setting was to show you how many people are in the match right now, how many people have been eliminated, and the number of the next person to come out.
Yes.
I felt like I was watching a sport.
Something that we've talked about for a while, but I don't think people talk about it enough. This music fucking sucks.
21st entry was Alexa Bliss.
She got a huge pop when she came out.
Bat shit crazy is what I wrote here.
Yes.
Four words.
Michael Cole started screaming, the internet said she wasn't coming back!
I see. Well, after a while, he did that.
He got bad information is what he got.
Charlotte Flair is 27, wearing the Doctor Strange cloak of levitation. The 30th entrant is Nikki Bella.
You can look, but you can't die.
That's what finally...
Here I come, I'm Nikki Bella.
You ever notice that, like, some people, it's just, all they want to do is bitch. They got to find something to bitch about.
Brian
and I know people are going to say that's me, but no.
It's you.
So listen.
It's you.
Listen.
You're the guy.
Yeah.
That's what you've done for years.
All I complain about...
Everything.
And you know the thing about ladders? There's great big giant holes in them. So Owen's head is in the middle of one of these holes. This was a horrifying spot. Number 8 is supposed to be Akira Tozawa. A very bitter Carmelo Hayes lays him out from behind. Well, we got to replace it with somebody. Hunter turns around. Speed! ISO speed! Get in the ring!
Braun Breaker fucking runs this guy over so fucking hard that his shoulder knocked the guy's jaw into his brain. He's fucking dead. This fucking guy is an untrained guy.
That's clear.
I don't know how he's alive after that.
Number 23 is one John Cena.
Adam Sandler's here.
There's a report that Drew was very angry, complained about someone having to get all their shit in, stormed out of the building.
And CM Punk runs up and dumps them both out at the same time, and that place goes, yeah! And then immediately Logan Paul runs out, and Logan Paul dumps CM Punk, and that place goes, no!
All I know is that he leaped in the air and something went wrong, and he fucking stomped Roman's head into the cement with both of his feet. He's holding his head like this, like, oh, my fucking head. Not like you normally sell, which is like whatever. I hope that guy's okay, dude. Yeah. That was fucking brutal.
Jey Uso has won the Royal Rumble.
They picked a guy who they gave the gimmick main event Jey Uso, even though he never main events. And now he's actually going to main event WrestleMania. This was one of the better Rumbles there by the end. As a special bonus, Mark, he watched AEW for the first time.
John Moxley and the Goofball Bunch.
You want to see the championship belt? Look at me. I'm the championship belt. I'm the champion. I'm the championship belt. You don't want to see what's in that briefcase that she's holding? You seen me. I'm a championship belt.
And I was like, what is this?
It's eerie. It's like he's here.
Who is saying, yes, go out there, John, and do that? I also saw when he tried to kill Daniel Bryan by putting a plastic bag. And I'm like, this is the wrestling that you people have been talking about for all these years? This is what I'm supposed to be like, you know, like jizzing my pants over this shit?
Sometimes it's good, you know?
But like when?
Well, you got to watch more than like 3 segments.
I saw the time that CM Punk was eating them muffins and yelling at you.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
That was great.
I did see that.
There's good matches, dude. But, I mean, there's a lot of people questioning a lot of the storylines.
And I have seen a Will Ospreay match. Bing, ba, 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 bing. He's just all over the place.
He's
like,
not wrong.
Calm down, guy. Do a headlock. You know? Like, we don't need all these flips.
Nothing's working. This state's been a disaster. Somehow we're on the air.
Vince Miller says, hi, Granny. I was wondering if you were a fan of the Andrews sisters. Vince says, hi, Granny.
Oh, thanks, Vinny.
Anything else not going to work today? Show didn't record. Why do I bother? Why does it say 17 minutes and 30 seconds, but it didn't record anything?
Maybe it knew how bad the show would suck.
What is it recorded for 17 minutes?
In the matter of good taste, it opted not to record.
Okay, look, something's wrong.
Okay, let's quit.
I quit.
Hey, Brian's leaving.
Oh, gosh.
We're on our own.
Okay.
It's like Brian's at the ocean.
What was that show on Saturday? Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Royal Rumble. Yeah.
What I did watch, though, was Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles.
Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles, not from the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay. Usual start.
Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles, not... Oh, my God, must you? Brian's doing this on purpose.
You know what I did? I just fixed the entire thing.
They let Bailey win.
And that was last year.
My God. Oh, my God.
I asked you, Bryan, and you said yes.
Okay.
What?
I asked you in a message, am I watching the right one? And you said yes.
I have no idea what's happening.
This is the worst show we've ever done.
It's a long time.
Yeah. When a show's this bad, it's like, what are the two things that can happen? It can either get worse, in which case you're really witnessing history, or it's going to get better, right?
3 spiders are standing next to 3 crickets. How many legs are there?
Are we really doing this? God.
And Ricky and Robert zoom in, and the craziest thing happens. They shove Jim Cornette's face into this cake. No one has ever laughed harder at anything than Bill Watts laughed at this.
Oh, man. This was great. Days and days of madness. Hounds of Hell versus Takeshi and Fletcher match. Well, let's just start with that match.
All right.
Make everybody angry. Fletcher and Takeshi should be at a higher level. They're facing a team. They're literally called the Dream Team until they must have got a legal letter or something. And the build to this was, we're going to have you guys go 50-50 with the Hounds of Hell. I didn't like it. The problem with AEW is everyone's at the same level. You're not making any stars. The people that defended TNA defended it in the exact same way that people defended WCW. And the things that I hear now about why everything is all right with the way they do things in AEW, these were the exact same things people said about WWE when Vince was in charge. And people would say, like, what difference does it make if they booked Sammy and Miz and didn't deliver? Like, no one's going to care anyway. It's not going to affect the rating. It's Sammy and the Miz. Like, who cares? And you know what happened? Nobody cared about anything in WWE. It sucked. Now we're using the exact same argument about, well, what difference does it make if Takeshi and Fletcher are not pushed as like a dominant? Like, what difference does it make? Everything should matter. Every last single thing. You should book like it matters. Yes, right now it probably doesn't matter, but if you book everything like it matters, eventually it's going to matter. And I know this because Vince booked everything like it didn't matter, and the thing was collapsing, and then they got his old ass out of there, and Triple H took over, and he books like everything does matter. And lo and behold, it's been like 2 years. This whole thing is completely turned around. It's completely turned around because they book it like everything matters.
Will Ospreay's a great wrestler if none of you realize this.
Yeah, you know what's funny about this Will Ospreay is, you know, it's the usual flips, complaints, and everything. This guy is such a great wrestler, and he is such a great babyface. And the irony is, out of all of the other wrestlers in this promotion, who is a babyface, when it's time to make a comeback, is better at whipping the crowd into a frenzy? Maybe Kenny Omega.
Queen Aminata versus Toni Storm. Well, here's an idea that didn't work. Toni Storm comes out and says she's playing the role of Mariah May. She is doing one hell of a Mariah May cosplay.
It was incredible.
She got in there and wrestled like Mariah May, a heel, and then Aminata made a babyface comeback.
Yeah, well.
They were way more into Queen Aminata than into Mariah May or Toni Storm pretending to be Mariah May. So that failed. That's why I thought it failed.
She had a fucking line in here.
There's one thing, well, 2 things missing. She grabbed her bosom, and they cut to Shivani, who was trying so hard to keep his eyes from wandering, and he failed. Swerve power-bombed Ricochet onto the barricade.
God.
Somebody online, why is this bump even necessary? Swerve himself replies, because I want to hurt him. So what did Tatum do, Brian?
The double ouch.
The double ouch.
Yeah, the Spider Insider is what they call it. I don't know why they don't call it the double ouch.
Much better name.
It is a much better name.
Do you want to tell anyone listening?
Well, you can go to my X. I literally put the page from Gene LaBelle's book describing the double ouch. I remember when I was a teenager seeing it for the first time and fucking laughing my ass off. I never even used it in the YWF. It was too ridiculous. But Tatum Paxley has debuted that move, the double ouch. I was devastated it was not the finish.
Then Charlotte Flair interrupts, gets a much better reaction than she did on Raw. And thank God she was here, because she was the best talker in this segment by miles and miles and miles and miles and miles.